Started with Columbine 20 years ago this week. Chardon in our own backyard 7 years ago. Months later, Newtown. And then Parkland, Florida, just last year.
School shootings putting communities on edge. Now districts like Lakewood are putting teachers through scenario training, letting them experience what happens if a shooter comes to their building.
Only News 5's Kevin Barry explains how that district and police are taking the next step now, figuring out how to teach students of all ages how to be safe.
This heart-pumping scenario training, when there's no real threat for Lakewood teachers, prepares them for the worst.
I heard 5 pops, and I was like, that's not a drill.
With teachers trained last year, this year, the next step is training the students.
I think most of you know me already by now. My name's Officer Acklin.
Lakewood Officer David Acklin led the scenario training for Lakewood's teachers, and he's not putting students through that level of stress now. Instead, he's leading these assemblies through the rest of April.
We are conducting this training throughout the whole school district, from pre-K through 12th grade.
For elementary school students, a specially written book, I'm Not Scared, I'm Prepared, introduces the children to a tough topic in a way they'll understand.
In the book, it terms it, dangerous someone. And it also refers to the sheep, the shepherd, and the wolf being that bad guy.
Students are called sheep, teachers are shepherds. Their classroom, if they have to lock down to keep a shooter out, is their fort. Acklin says the metaphors help the kids get it.
The kids chime in and they talk and they say, well, at the fort you want to protect yourself. And I said, absolutely.
For older students, like high school freshman Sarah Donaldson, Officer Acklin lays out the A.L.I.C.E concepts in an assembly.
Schools holding these, I think it is scary, but I think it's really necessary.
It's meant to give them a plan for how to stay alive when they could be in danger.
Some of it might be a little scary, but that's okay. That's why we're here. We're having this discussion, this training, so you are prepared.
Other districts and local police departments are thinking about similar programs too. Other departments show up to some of Officer Acklin's talks to see what he's doing, because this kind of presentation is still pretty new.
Unfortunate, tragic incidents happen anywhere.
But for a group of high schoolers born after Columbine and just a few years before the shooting at Virginia Tech, getting ready for active shooters is not unusual.
It's been instilled in us since kindergarten, so this is kind of like second nature. When we hear a lockdown drill come on over the PA, people automatically just know what to do, and they have a game plan.
I tell them times have changed, and with the times changing, we have to change as a society, as a police department, as as educators.
I'm Kevin Barry, News 5.